What's up, YouTube? It's James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this raining and drowsy Wednesday. I'm doing pretty good myself, other than trying to stay awake. Shout out to the sister Queen. I know who I am for sending me this particular story right here. And it's terrible, just like everything else in this country, you know what I mean, that happens to be tainted some kind of way. You see, all the way from the air, the food, the water, you understand, down to the clothes we wear, we got chemicals in them, you know, and it seems like to me that it was an agenda in the first place of the enemy, you know, to actually cause harmful effects to the people of the book. As in this story right here, thousands of beauty products for black women contain health hazards. Okay? It says thousands. Now, if this system cared about your health, then pray tell me why they would be putting hazardous chemicals in beauty products. You see what I'm saying? All the things that you would do to help enhance your looks, just to say, has all kinds of dangerous chemicals in it, you know. And it, like I said, why? You gonna tell me you can't make things like beauty products without these chemicals, just the same that, you know, put things in it that wouldn't harm people? No, you do it because one thing leads to another. If they can ruin your health, they can prosper off of you when you get to running inside, you know, to their hospitals, their doctors, and all of that kind of stuff. See, this is why I know they are the devil's children. You see, and I also know this is the main reason why there is no salvation for them, and their ass gonna burn in hell. You understand? Now, to get into this article right here, it says more than 3,000 beauty products marketed toward black women contain at least one moderately hazardous chemical. A new analysis found the chemical in those products could contribute to health issues like uterine and breast cancers. A previous study concluded aspartame increases heart attacks, strokes risk. Stroke risk. Study says here, among the chemicals found was formaldehyde, which is commonly used as an embalming fluid, but is also added to hair straightening, popular with black women. Okay, the FDA proposed a ban on the use of formaldehyde hair straighteners in 2023, and that's the problem too. You looking at Food and Drug Administration. If they were doing their jobs in the first place, don't you know that this would have never even took place? They never would have been able to put formaldehyde inside of hair straighteners. Why? Ain't that's what the Food and Drug Administration there for? To stand guard to make sure that they are not doing things like this. You see, this is how I know this is a bunch of crap. You see, but to continue here, U.S. Reps Ayanna Presley of Massachusetts and Chantel Brown of Ohio asked the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to investigate health risks associated with chemical hair straighteners, pointing to a 2022 study done by the National Institutes of Health showing a link between using hair straighteners and a high risk of uterine cancers. The Environmental Working Group compared hair products ingredients list with its database that assesses the health risk of thousands of chemicals and ranks them as low, moderate, or high hazards. You know, and then look at here, it goes into this right here, just food recalls increase, more deadly in 2024 report. You see my point? If the Food and Drug Administration are actually doing their job, why is all these things happening? You see my point? This is man, I tell you, this is the reason why a lot of us, we moan and groan for a new dispensation in time to dethrone these wicked ones that are at the top making decisions that's taking people out. That's just what it is, people. In conclusion, here it says EWG made a database of more than 120,000 personal care products with all the ingredients they contain and with links to where they can be bought to keep consumers safe. Okay? So y'all want to check this database out. You know what I'm saying? If you want to continue to, use these products or what have you to enhance your looks or what have you. There's really nothing wrong with that. As long as you ain't getting into, situations like FX mask. I'm saying FX is if you guys remember, like in the movie industries, behind the scenes you got these specialists that know how to make you look like different people or monsters. You know what I mean? Well, you can Google some of this stuff on YouTube where these women, they put on all this makeup and they just turn into a total different person. Okay? Now that's like witchcraft right there. You really went too far as I'm concerned. But there's a lot of FX masks. There's a movie called FX, I think it is, from back in the day, probably about late 80s and early 90s, somewhere around there. And you can check it out, and that's what we're seeing now. Hollywood makeup has made its way to mainstream, public, what have you. But be that as it is, if you ain't going that far, you all right. But there's really nothing wrong, I don't guess, with if you want to enhance your looks a little bit, what have you. But what's wrong is the government allowing these kind of hazardous chemicals inside of, like I said, the food, the water, and the air, and here, cosmetics. That's just what it is. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.